Welcome to our Classroom Chronicles, a deep dive into a world of teaching, a series hosted by me, Eunice Litsobe, brought to you by DBE-E3. This Women's Month, we look at the role of teachers championing the girl child and woman during this month of August. In my conversation this Women's Month, we chat to Barbara Mokwatlo, an educator at Leboneng Primary School. Thank you one more time for joining us, Barbara. Welcome to our podcast. How are you feeling today?
Hi, Eunice. Today I'm feeling great, and thank you so much for this opportunity. It's a beautiful morning here in Hammanskraal, so we're having a good day. Thank you.
That's great. Barbara, you're a teacher at Leboneng Primary School. We know that throughout history, many female teachers have been unsung heroes in promoting gender equality. Can you maybe share an example of a figure who was a trailblazer for you in education and how her legacy continues to influence your education teaching today?
For me, I think one of the teachers who was a trailblazer for me is not South African. I think Malala Yousafzai fighting for young girls to be able to go to school in Pakistan when they were oppressed, and even her legacy today, that's still what we are fighting for, the equal rights in schools for girls to be able to participate and to equally be given opportunities for so that they can perform in any department. I think her legacy is still living on even today. She's so inspiring. I was even teaching my grade 5 learners about her, that they need to be able to speak up, especially in the world that we are living in today. They need to be able to put their voices out there so that they can be heard. They mustn't be afraid because of they will be isolated when they are speaking out or when they are coming across challenges, but be able to stand firm and be brave and speak their truth, even if they stand alone.
Thank you so much for that. I was actually going to ask you about empowering girls. Research has shown that female teachers serve as powerful role models, like you, for example, like you've already started in your classroom. How do you believe female teachers play a crucial role in empowering young girls, just to break gender stereotypes and also to pursue their dreams fearlessly?
Each one of us, we need that someone to kind of show us, or we have that someone we look up to. So having someone to look up to, like a teacher, helps most of the learners be able to have confidence. And if you have someone who believes in you, because some of these learners come from very abusive backgrounds. So if they have someone to look up to and they see their mom is being abused or oppressed, but if she's a girl and she sees that there's someone who's fearless and there's someone who's smashing their own dreams, they are following their own dreams, I think that motivates them. And then it also allows them to say, though in my home I have this mom who's being abused and she's oppressed and she doesn't know how to get out, but I see this teacher who is following her own dreams. She's following her own passions and she's going after her dreams. So I think we as teachers play an important role to young girls, especially because they see us every day, they interact with us every day, and they're able to relate to like their dreams. They're able to see themselves in us in the future. So to say, you know what, here's my teacher, is not only being a teacher in classroom, but there are other things that she's pursuing as well, and that is motivating to the learners.
Thank you so much. So we get that the girl child has these issues, but what challenges do teachers face in ensuring that that girl child has access to education and also opportunities? What challenges do you guys come across?
We have a lot of challenges, especially with most of the girls, especially period poverty, is one of the challenges that we have. You want a girl child to come to school every day, but then when they're having their periods and they do not have sanitary pads to come to school, it's a challenge for them. They have to be absent in school because they don't have sanitary pads, or they don't feel comfortable coming to school and asking for sanitary pads. So those are some of the challenges that they come across, and it takes them away from school. So period poverty for young girls is one of the challenges that they have. And then also abuse. Some of the learners, you find a learner in grade 6, she's pregnant. So those are some of the challenges that we come across. Statutory rape in the community. Parent negligence sometimes can play also a big role. Children are not monitored. So you have, as a teacher, you have to step in and report such cases to the relevant authorities, even though our district helps. But sometimes you find that you are late as a teacher to report the matter. The child is already pregnant. Those are some of the challenges that we come across as teachers.
It's quite alarming that a grade 6 learner can be pregnant. I mean, at that age, you think that that child is just watching TV and going about being a kid, and now to be going through pregnancy at that age. Okay, now we also have to obviously empower these girls through education, and this involves addressing cultural norms and also societal expectations. How can teachers effectively navigate these challenges and also foster an inclusive and supporting learning environment for all students?
I think most of the teachers are doing this every day, because some of the teachers, they even sacrifice from their own personal resources to accommodate most of the learners so that they can create an inclusive classroom. And I think for us as teachers, what we can do is create a safe space so that learners can be comfortable to come and speak to us if they're having challenges. And also, because of contextual factors that we have, like overcrowding in our classes, for us to be able to create a safe space, we need to make sure that the learners collaborate. You change your military style of sitting in the classroom so that learners are able to use the 21st century skills and try to impart their growth mindset in these young children, so that when they come to class, they are interested in learning rather than being in a sort of a military classroom where they are just focusing in front and forgetting that we are assessing learners for learning. What is it that they learned, rather than coming to class and wondering, I have this problem, I have this problem. So if we create a safe space and inclusive space for learners, learners are able to collaborate, they're able to network and communicate with each other. And these skills, they're going to need them also for in the future, because most of the jobs are being phased out because of technology. So helping them with this 21st century skills will also create an inclusive classroom, because you are creating a classroom that is conducive for collaboration and networking, so that they are able to feel safe and also feel included in the classroom.
You've touched on very, very important things that I think, whether on social media, face-to-face meeting, everybody's talking about 21st century, a growth mindset, upskilling, collaboration, the 4Cs. In this digital age, technology has the potential to enhance educational opportunities for girls. How innovative are teachers? Because obviously you have to, like you're saying, change from military styles, but how are innovative teachers leveraging technology to bridge the gender gap and also create more equitable learning experiences?
Okay, I think for For us as let me say like Generation Z teachers, because some of the Generation X are still struggling. So some of the new teachers we are leveraging this online platforms. We are using online platforms. We are using WhatsApps and social media to interact with our learners, because most of the learners, you find that they are there on social media. They are there, they will just say, hi, ma'am, they're doing this. They try to communicate with you on. So when you find learners in such a platform, you try to do workshops for them, especially young girls, because they are a target. Last year, I had a case of learners who were cyberbullying each other, and these other two were so angry that they created a Facebook page of another learner who made them angry, and then they started photoshopping her pictures, putting on I'm selling my body. And then this child was in danger because now she had to go home, and while she was walking, because these other kids were sharing her pictures online, adult men would say to her, you said you are selling, so we want to buy. So it was not safe for them. So with technology, we have to make sure that even though we are moving to these online platforms, how then do we make sure that we educate and make our learners aware that these platforms are not only for cyberbullying or getting revenge or doing all these things? Because once your information is out there, it's going to be out there. Even if you delete, there's also a dark web that people can use to trace you. So what we try to do is to educate learners as much as possible and bring awareness to the girl child, to make sure that whatever that they are doing on social media, let them use it in a positive way that can enhance them, or also promote them as entrepreneurs, and whatever direction that they want to follow, let it be positive.
In that line, we are celebrating Women's Month. Now, let's quickly shine a spotlight on remarkable educators making a difference. Can you maybe share your thoughts on Women's Month? Okay, I want you to do three things. You share your thoughts on Women's Month, share your thoughts on championing a girl child at school, but also empower female teachers during the month of August.
For us to make sure that we celebrate Women's Month, I think empowering teachers will help us, especially female teachers. These are role models. These are women who most of the children are interacting with every month, every day of the week. So if we empower women, especially educators, we are making sure that our children are in the safe hands, especially if their mental health is well. Learners will also feel safe to come to teachers and say, you know what, this is the challenge I'm having, or ma'am, I look up to you, you motivate me, you inspire me. And for a girl child, I think we need to protect our young girls to make sure that our future is in great hands, because most of the young girls are, especially today, looking at the gender-based violence and everything that is going on around girls. So we need to create a track record of women who are strong and women who are motivational to this young girls, so that they can see that being a woman doesn't only mean that you can only hold a household, but you can follow your dreams. You can do whatever you want to do with your life. You can achieve whatever that you want to achieve. And for Women's Month, to every woman out there and every educator out there, I just want to say that they must enjoy their Women's Month, and they must take care of themselves because we cannot pour from an empty cup. So I want to encourage each and every teacher out there who's female to say, you know what, take care of yourself so that you can be able to take care of everyone else around you.
Well said, Barbara. Take care of yourself so that you can take care of others around you. Thank you, Barbara Mokwatlo from Leboneng Primary School, for celebrating Women's Month with us through sharing your experiences and insights with us today. Thank you so much.